Here we go again. Welcome back to another episode of Taking a Risk with just George for now. Got the RV hooked up. We're taking a big risk by going to Tennessee, and you all get to come with us. So smash that thumbs up button and let's get to going. We are getting out of Hidden Cove, which I absolutely love. The only problem was service, and now we're having an issue with GPS. So me and the honey are definitely going to stick together this time. She's in front of me with the kids. I've got the RV, of course. And here we go. She just checked us out. She had to pick up a package, and she did have another package that was delivered that apparently was not here. So the nice thing about this place is they said they would mail it to her at our next destination. All right, that's going to stay open, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull right through. I'm always sketchy when we're coming upon gates. You never know how they're going to react or act. I'm not trying to destroy any gates, but I absolutely loved being here at Hidden Cove. It really is a hidden gem. I highly suggest that if you're an RVer and you're looking for a great place to stop here in Alabama, this is in Arley, so this is more North Alabama. Hidden Cove is the place to be. Let's catch up to the honey and let's get to going. We got a special stop that we're going to make about an hour. This is a short trip day, which I absolutely love. We've only got maybe about two and a half hour drive, depending on which way the GPS takes us. We don't have service, so I'm following her. She does have the GPS already saved from earlier before we lost service. So thank goodness she knows what she's doing. Everything looks good. Everything's working fine. All my buttons and whistles are working perfectly, thank goodness. So we're going to get to going. Right, we are a-going, and I love Alabama. This is one beautiful state, but I have a few complaints. The potholes. As you guys just saw in that previous scene, I was doing everything possible to avoid them, even driving on the wrong side of the road, which the roads aren't that busy, which I love. But as they say down here, be careful or they tow you up, which means they'll tear you up. So you've got to be careful not to get tow up. Second thing I have to complain about, the hills. My goodness. Our truck, which is a Chevy Silverado 2500, it is gas, so it's not as powerful as a diesel, has been struggling since we got into Alabama. The hills are murdering. So I get about 7 miles to the gallon. These hills are making it like 3 miles to the gallon. Going up these hills, RPMs are just hitting 4 or 5, just trying to make it up these hills. And then going down the hills, it's good because I can let go of the gas. So I'm kind of saving some there, but man, this thing, I can't get it past 45 without it sounding like the transmission is just going to go shooting off somewhere, probably in outer space. You never know with these things. The small roads, I don't mind so much. I don't mind taking up the entire both lanes, especially with how non-busy it is over here. This is more country. Obviously, there's no cities around here. Farmland everywhere. There's horses. I love it. I love horses. Probably one of my top 3 favorite animals, horses. Somewhere in there. Horses, elephants, and probably dogs. But with how small the roads are, I'm having to take up more than my fair share. So I'm always nervous that somebody's going to come racing. There's some country boys back here with some big trucks that like to go fast. So they're coming through, blazing through. I'm always nervous I'm going to be on the wrong side of the road when they come flying through and cause a big issue. Hopefully they'll be smart enough not to ram into the truck that's hauling a big old RV, but you never know with people. You know, my truck big. My truck bigger than your truck. My truck gonna win. Gas out here, though, has been surprisingly cheap. I haven't seen anything over like $3.30, which is wonderful because in Florida, everything was above $3.30. It was nuts, mind-blowing. And on the way here, about 30 miles away, we filled up when we came in for $3.01. Tank is still full, kinda, with all these hills. I'm already almost at 3/4. So we'll see. We're going to a very special location. I'm super excited. So maybe we'll fill up for real cheap over there. So hang tight, guys. Did you guys see that? That truck and trailer that was in front of the Honey, apparently he didn't have brake lights, his turn signals weren't working, there was no indication that he was going to be stopping and making that abrupt turn the way he did. That was such a tight turn. Luckily, the Honey was paying attention. She was able to put on her brakes and not rear-end him. The truck behind her, though, obviously wasn't paying as much attention. He had to swerve a little bit, and me, being this huge truck and trailer, 20,000 plus pounds, coming to a stop that quick was just not going to happen. So here's a tip for if you're a new RVer. This is a beginner's tip. Your gain, there should be a switch on it. Ours is like a little push lever. You can press the brake and you can press that at the same time, and that'll initiate the trailer brakes even more, so it'll help it come to a stop, because me pressing on the brake right now turns the trailer brakes on. That is like direct control. So it doesn't just go with what I'm doing, it also goes on its own. So that helped me slow down even more, so I didn't rear end anybody or have to swerve all the way into oncoming traffic, because there was people coming up that hill towards us. So thank goodness. The Honey is now pulling way ahead of me. I've got semis in front of me, but speed limit here is 70. And with Alabama being so hilly, I'm having an issue. Well, the truck's having an issue keeping up with everybody. Everybody's cruising by me. I'm doing about 65, between 65 and 70 right now, but every time I hit a hill, it drops down about 5-10 miles per hour, so there's no way I'm keeping up. But I know where we're going. We're on this highway that we're on now for 39 miles, and that takes us directly to where we're trying to get to, so I shouldn't miss it. The Honey's gonna try and stay in my line of sight, but she's got kind of a lead foot. Don't tell her I told you guys that. And I'm having issues with my GPS still. The service out here, that is another thing I can complain about in Alabama, is the service. It is so spotty. It's like, I don't know what's going on. We have T-Mobile for our internet, we have TravelFi for our internet, and we have Verizon for our phone service. And it just seems like, oh man, why is this lane coming so slow? It just seems like the only thing that's working decently was the T-Mobile, and that cut off on us. And when we called T-Mobile support, they were telling us because we keep moving from state to state and using new tower and new tower, something went haywire, like we're borrowing the service, which didn't make any sense to me. The lady I was speaking to was not from America. If she was, she had a very heavy accent, so I'm not sure if she knew what she was talking about, but it just seemed weird that every place we've gone to before now has worked perfectly. I really think it was just because the towers are so far and few between. Wow, I am really hauling it, trying to get up this hill. I do not like doing that. That was almost at 6 RPM, just trying to get up this hill and keep up with traffic. People are just gonna have to go around me. There's another RV, there's actually two RVs in front of me. The honey's now right in front of me, and they seem like they're struggling with these hills. So it's not just me, it is Alabama for sure. I love this state, absolutely gorgeous. Literally a hidden gem, that is for sure. I had no clue it was so foresty and so woodsy, and the land here seems so rich. I swear, I feel like anything can grow here if you just plant it and give it the love that it needs. It seems like the soil is super rich, and I might be wrong about this, just making assumptions based on how fast everything looks to be growing and how green and vibrant everything is. And with all the storms, there's plenty of water. And what I've been finding is, like, driving through these smaller towns, there's so many abandoned houses on huge plots of land. This might be a secret. I don't know if I'm letting the cat out of the bag. And I know people from Alabama are going to be like, don't tell them our secrets. But secrets are no fun. Secrets hurt someone. So I'm here to help you guys and share with you guys. I swear, the properties in the land here cannot be that expensive. With how many abandoned houses there are, I feel like you could scoop these up for relatively cheap. Now, when I say cheap, I'm still talking several thousands of dollars, probably tens of thousands of dollars. There's another armadillo. My goodness, they're literally all over the road. And you could turn a rinky-dink shack that's been abandoned for years into a beautiful house with how much money you're probably going to save buying the land. And then you'll have acres of land to do whatever you want with. And like I was saying, I think it's very, very fertile land. So if you want to grow crops or have a garden or even turn it into some type of farm of some sort, I think this is the place to do it. Alabama is beautiful, and that is for sure. This is turning out to be one beautiful driving day. I was a little concerned when we woke up. It once again was doomy and gloomy. It did rain while we were packing things up, which wasn't too bad. Our neighbors came over, which was great. We met a very lovely couple and their wonderful kids who Jackson, Evelyn, and Yasmin just fell in love with. And of course they fell in love with our kids. And they even had a special secret fort that they would go to. So that was pretty cool. So thank you, Tyler and Danielle. They were wonderful. They were so wonderful to us with how bad the service was. We don't have Starlink. So Starlink is one of the best services you can get for Wi-Fi if you're going to be in an RV or you're going to travel and stuff like that. So they let us borrow their Wi-Fi for a little bit, their Starlink Wi-Fi, so that I could upload a video so that all you wonderful people watching this could see the video that we made. So thank you again to Tyler and Danielle, the wonderful couple. Hopefully we'll meet up with them again sometime in the near future or sometime in the next couple of years. They were awesome, and I definitely had a lot of good time walking around with them and talking to them and getting to know them, and I'd love to get to know them a lot more. And of course the kids, so bummed out. Jackson was saying, as much as he hated not having internet because he couldn't watch TV, couldn't play his games, he hated it. The TV kept cutting in and out because of loading for service and stuff like that. He said he could stay there forever because he loved his friends. But I had to tell him, they moved literally the same day we were moving. They were packing up as we were packing up. They got out a little bit before us. They all hugged and said goodbye. It was so adorable. Wonderful kids, wonderful family. But Jackson could have stayed there forever, so I had to let him know, not everybody's going to be here forever. We're not going to stay here. We have other places to go. And we are getting out of Alabama. I did not mention that. How did I forget to mention that? We're leaving Alabama today. We're at the northern tip. We're going to Tennessee. Hey, you guys are the only 10 I see. Haha, I got you with that one. That was a good one. I usually save that one for the honey, but I love you guys. You know that. I love when you guys take a ride with me and you join me, and she's not the only 10 I see right now because I can't even see her. She's in front of me. She is staying pretty close in front of me, though, which is really good. She's actually doing the speed limit, which blows my mind. I probably do have service now that we're closer to the cities and stuff like that. We are getting closer to, I believe, Huntsville. We just passed Decatur. Correct me in the comments if I'm saying that wrong. But if you are going to correct me, you have to tell me how to pronounce it. You can't just say it's pronounced like this. You have to break it down in the simplest form so that I know how it's actually pronounced, because it's D-E-C-A-T-U-R. Ooh, somebody's going to have to correct me. Maybe C-A-U-T-R. I'm not sure. I'll see another sign eventually, and then I'll correct myself. But seems like a nice town. This is where the U.S. Space and Rocket Center was. We're getting past Huntsville. I think we're going to be actually the exit right after it is where we're going. We were literally just here. This is only about an hour and 20 minutes from Arley, which is where we were at Hidden Cove. So this is pretty close. And then Tennessee is just like another hour after that. And then we'll be at where we're going, which is awesome. The next camp site that we're going to. So Alabama being on a different time zone than we're used to. So Florida and Ohio are on the same time zone. They're on the Eastern Standard. She's so cute. She's throwing up the I love you sign. Love you too, baby. Love you. I know you don't watch these, but I love you anyways. I'll tell you when we get there. Alabama is actually, I think, Central Time or somewhere like that. Somewhere it's 1 hour behind what we're used to. And I haven't eaten today. It is almost 1 o'clock. We got out of the Arley Hidden Cove a little late, which is fine. They're very laid back over there. I love it. They didn't mind at all. There's plenty of space for everybody, and they want more people to come. So definitely check it out. If you do travel, it is one heck of a stopping place. But be forewarned, the Wi-Fi, the signals out there are not that great. And the nearest Walmart, which if you guys watch the channel regularly, you know I go to Walmarts when I don't have good service. The nearest Walmart was in Jasper, Alabama, which was about 30 minutes away, which is why the wonderful couple, Tyler and Danielle, let me use their Starlink. So thank you again for that. Love you guys for that. But this place really is beautiful. And with the time change, so it is about 2 o'clock. My body knows it's about 2 o'clock, and I've been having trouble sleeping, even that 1 hour. And I never used to get jet lag as a younger man, which this shouldn't even be considered jet lag. It's 1 hour. Like, body, what are you doing? Correct yourself. Get it right. I eat okay. I take plenty of supplements. Been taking my medicines. I've been drinking more water than I ever have in my entire life. That's not really true. I drink a lot of water when I was in college and I was working out and I was training to become a bodybuilder. Drink a lot of water. I don't ever remember drinking pop when I was in college. So that's pretty cool. I need to get back to that state. A lot of men get to their 30s and their 40s and they remember my 20s were great. I need to get back to my 20s. So I'm getting to there. And that's how I know I'm getting older. It's pretty cool. Not really wiser. Got a lot of experience. I know not to do a lot of things and I'm trying to share that with the kids, but in my mind, like they have to go through it. I can warn them, you can lead a horse to water. That saying, like, I understood it as a kid, I understood it as a young man, as an adult, and I do feel like an adult now, unfortunately. I feel like I've lost a lot of my humor, my kiddish humor, which I hope to get back eventually. But you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. That is 100%, that is true. There's almost, to me, there's not too many of those true sayings. There's a lot of them. I don't know why I just said that. See, I'm not as wise as I should be. Getting there, though. Hopefully one day. Hopefully I just learn from this experience and I'll grow from it. Oh, I see the exit. We're getting there. But Jackson, man, I could tell him over and over. He just has to learn. He has to learn his way, which is great because I learned my way. I learned the hard way for a lot of stuff, too. So I'm glad that he's going through the same way. And I'm glad I'm there to guide him. That's one of the best things. And that's why I love this travel life. I'm getting to be there every step of the way. This is one of the first times that the kids have gone out on their own. Now, the fort area was not very far. If I had to put it into terms for myself, which, I mean, many people aren't going to understand this, but my backyard growing up as a kid led into woods, and there was acres and acres and acres of woods. I played a lot farther than they played. They were probably only like 300 feet away from the RV, and the kids that they were with had walkie-talkies, which made us think we need to get walkie-talkies. So eventually that's coming up soon. So they were able to go out on their own and play with these kids and explore and do all kinds of stuff that I hope that they'll always remember, because I always remember and I always reflect on being by myself as a kid and being in the woods and just enjoying it and learning and loving it. All right, we're getting off the exit and this place is absolutely packed. Oh my goodness, this is one of my favorite places. Wow, but there's plenty of parking. Maybe, I don't know. It's a Saturday, so that makes sense why it's so packed today. And we normally don't travel on Saturdays. We normally travel throughout the week. Those are usually our moving days, but we had to extend where we were staying a couple of days because of packages that were being delivered. So we were just a little bit on a wonky schedule now, but it'll be all right. Uh-oh, it says no semis this way. I'm not technically a semi, but I think I'll be all right coming this way. I think. We'll see. If not, oopsie daisies. Wow, there's so much traffic. If you've never been to a Buc-ee's, you're missing out. I know they're not all over the country. They're mostly on the East Coast, but this place is awesome. Look at how many pumps they have. Yes, all of these are gas pumps, and the inside of this place it's humongous. It's bigger than some Walmarts, I swear. Oh, where's she going? She doesn't need gas. I do. So I need to find enough pumps. Oh, she's going to the vacuum. Smart woman. I need enough room to pull this thing all the way through. I can't share a pump with anybody right now. Too big. I don't necessarily need gas, but I was planning on fueling here just to have enough for when we get to where we're going. I don't want to have to stop anywhere else. So busy. But this is a testament. Oh, look, the Buc-ee squirrel is here. You got to look off to this part of the screen. Oh, I may have just missed him. He was just there. If you want, just rewind and go back and look. He's there. We'll probably film him in just a second. I don't think I'm going to find any pumps that I'll be able to pull all the way through. Uh-oh. I'm going to go all the way to the end where all the other campers are and see what kind of luck I have down there. But, I mean, you guys can tell this is packed than most Walmarts that I've been to in these smaller areas. This place is popping. They have great fuel prices, too, if you did not know. They're typically a lot cheaper because they make most of their money on the inside with their food, their swag. They have lots of swag. They make jerky. And some of their food is absolutely off the charts. Goodness and flavor. I highly suggest checking out Buc-ee's if you have one near you and you haven't seen one yet or been to one yet. Made it. Found a spot I was able to pull all the way through, and it does have ethanol free and diesel as well as regular gas, so that's perfect for me. $3.14. I'll take it. Check out this park job. This whole thing fits in here too. I hate having to block this other pump, but it is what it is for now. Oh, that's pretty cool. They have something called DEF. I don't know what that is. Just make it in between the red lines. All right, and $60 later, filled up what I needed. I had less than half a tank, so that works out perfectly. Now I just got to go park this somewhere, find the family. Check out these beautiful kids. I found them. Yes, Buc-ee is outside. We're going to go see him in just a second as soon as Mom is done and has Baron. Check this out as well. Buc-ee's is not just a great place to shop, it's also a great place to work. Look at the amounts per hour you can get paid, and they pay weekly, which is great. Check out those dollars per hour. Just to do even just cashier, you get $18 per hour, so that's awesome, and no experience necessary. Some restroom crew, and look at this, they've got also higher up positions that pay salary wise, and holy moly, that general manager is looking real sweet. Actually, food service manager's looking sweet too. I think I could do that. Awesome. I think we're ready to meet Buc-ee now. Check it out, Buc-ee himself. Are you so excited to meet Buc-ee? Just don't stick your fingers in his mouth because he bites. All right. Whoa! Look at this. How cool is that? He can't even see you. Hello, Buc-ee.
You want to get in it and I'll take it? Yeah.
All right, we're going widescreen mode for this. It's a gas station and a supermarket, travel center, everything you need in one spot. How amazing. Wow, I like this shirt. It doesn't even say Buc-ee's, that's just a nice shirt. Not for that price though. But this place is amazing. Oh my goodness, look at all that up there. All of the cowboy stuff. Honey's already looking at swag. You've got yourself a Buc-ee plushie. Oh my goodness. This is nuts. This is one of the busiest Buc-ee's I've ever been to. That looks great on you. And you are a mom. It works. Mommy.
This is wild. But I also have to let you guys know that whenever you're at a Buc-ee's, you must use the vacuums to clean up your car. I did the entire car, just the carpets, in like 5 minutes. The suction was amazing.
That's awesome. We should just clean our whole RV with it. Can we take it? Can we pull it inside through the windows maybe?
Maybe through the windows.
Get all the stuff that's underneath the slides that we can never seem to get out.
That's what we need to do.
This place truly is magical. It's wonderful. Jackson just told me, I bet it's so busy today because the Buc-ee is outside. So there you go. Look at that, the wonderment, the imagination of wonderful little kids. This is real to them. That is their Mickey Mouse. And over here, you have, of course, all your quick and easy to grab meals, but they also do have like actual sandwiches and foods and stuff like that. Look at that. Sweets, sugared nuts and fudge, Texas Roundup, brisket, sausage, turkey, pulled pork. There's a taco area over there, a bakery, several drink areas, which we're all going to explore, and then it's a regular gas station all up in the back. Check it out. All of their stuff is literally made behind the counters. Nothing is frozen or made to order. Everything is made to order. Amazing. I was wondering where that delicious smell was coming from. Look at all of these mile-high sandwiches that they're just piling up. Look at that brisket in the back. He's cutting that brisket that they were literally just smoking in these ovens. Absolutely insane. Oh man, my mouth is watering. My stomach is gurgling. We have got to get some of this food.
The melt.
There you go. They got the club melt. Ham, turkey, bacon, cheddar, cheese, mayonnaise, sun-dried tomato, and pesto. Another club melt. The sliced brisket sandwich. Oh man, let's go. He's chopping that brisket up in the back, and they've got chopped brisket sandwich. Coincidence? I don't think so. The Big Buckin' brisket sandwich, which is the XXL chopped beef. And also over here, they've got the 3-meat sandwich, which is sausage, brisket, and turkey. Oh my goodness, and a peach cobbler, apple pie, sausage on a stick, sliced turkey sandwich. Oh my god. All right, just over here, they've got the world famous restrooms, and you guys actually got to go in. How was it?
We got to go in, and everyone accidentally opened the door on somebody.
Oh no.
But
That's
they
what
were
locks
really
are
clean,
for.
and the hand sanitizer was inside the stall, and it was full.
Check it out. They also have all you can eat or drink creamers for your coffee. They have a huge coffee station over here with tons of coffee, and then your gas station areas right there. You can go to any of the fridges, all of your snacks and candies, and there's all kinds of snacks and candies to get. Check out the cup prices. For a big cup, you get 89 cents, an even bigger cup, 99 cents, and their biggest Buc-ee's cup, $1.09. And I'm over here mixing their, oh, these are different, but I have in my cup strawberry lemonade, their blue coconut soda, and fruit punch, and this is absolutely delightful. Like, all that wasn't enough. Check out all of these jerkies they've got. Oh my goodness. So many more. Absolutely ridiculous. Nuts. So good. Are you already eating your eggs? You could not wait. This girl is an egg fanatic. She loves hard-boiled eggs. Don't put the whole thing in your mouth. Do you like all of it or just one part of it? Just the white, right? All right, make sure you save me your yolks. I got all the yolks.
I like the yellow stuff.
All right, I want to see you eat it. Just don't choke again. When did you get a job here? Look at her little outfit. She's wearing red and she's got the Buc-ee's logo on here. She's a little employee.
She's an employee.
Are you making $18 an hour right now just being adorable? You are so cute. What do you want to eat?
Tomatoes.
Wow, that looks phenomenal. I'm excited. Let's get out of here so we can eat. I'm so hungry. Oh my gosh.
Look at these trunks.
Little Buccaneer shorts.
They fit perfect.
They do. Oh, I thought you were putting them on you. They fit one of your legs, but yes, they fit great on him.
So
Look at those. Wow, those are huge for Dad. Yes, matching. Father-son, I love it.
that is for you. That's
Almost looks like it would fit you.
her.
Oh, wow, that is her size. She's so smart.
Size.
That was one of the best Buc-ee's experiences I've ever had. The sandwich that I got, that club melt, woo-wee, that is some spice. And the honey got the brisket, and I honestly wasn't a fan. I'll be honest about that. I was not a fan of the brisket. The barbecue sauce they use tasted like it has a cocktail sauce mixture in it, so she didn't like that part. I like the barbecue sauce, but the brisket to me was not my favorite. And there's a Ferrari just rolling by. You don't see that every day. Pretty cool. I like Buc-ee's. I highly suggest if you've never been to one, check it out. And now that our bellies are full and our bladders are empty, it's time to get back on the road and get to Tennessee. Now's a good time, I think, to introduce us, the Rizks, to all you new subscribers and followers. You guys are wonderful. I cannot believe the amazing growth we've had in the last few weeks, and all of you people who are choosing to follow this channel and enjoying the content. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. But we are the Rizks, spelled R-I-Z-K. That is not a misspelling. That is my last name. Fate just wanted it to work out like that, and I have always taken risks in my life. And me and my wife decided to take the ultimate risk for our family back in October of 2023. We decided to take our kids out of school. We're gonna homeschool them or unschool them, and we decided to live full-time in an RV. We sold our home in October of 2023. We drove 8 hours from Ohio to Michigan to go look at an RV that we weren't sure we were going to buy. We didn't even look at it. We just saw pictures. We talked to the owner a little bit through text and through call, and it seemed like it was going to be the perfect fit for us. So we were homeless for about 24 hours. And once we got the money actually into our account from selling our home, and we went to go look at the RV, we loved it. It was perfect for our family. So, taking the ultimate risk, we bought the RV and decided that we were going to travel full-time around the U.S., teaching our kids everything there is to learn about this beautiful country, and we haven't looked back since. We love going on adventures, and we love learning new things and seeing new things and experiencing new things, and we love taking you guys along for the ride with us. We are full-time content creators. This is all we do, and through your love and viewership and your donations, we've been making this work somehow. It is absolutely incredible that we've lasted this long. We've been on the road for about 7 months now, and it has been one heck of an amazing journey. So I am George, or I go by George because my middle name is also George, believe it or not. That's just the way it worked out. My wife, the honey, our 4 beautiful children, Jackson, who's 8, Evelyn, who's 5, Yasmin, who's about to be 3, and Baron, who's about to be 9 months, have loved this lifestyle. The kids have just blossomed, and they are becoming so outgoing and so adventurous that it blows our mind. They've learned so much more being on the road in the last 7 months than I feel like they did in school. So we're a lighthearted group that just wants to have fun, be funny, and take you guys on adventures with us. So if you enjoy that, share that with your friends, because you never know who could use a smile in this strange world. And from the bottoms of our hearts, thank you so much, our whole hearts, thank you so much for joining us on this journey. It really does mean a whole heck of a lot to us. And down below in our description, there are several links that you guys can go through to learn more about us and what we do. We even have a link for our Amazon storefront that'll help anybody that's a beginner know what they need to buy if they want to do an RV lifestyle themselves. We have tons of stuff in there to go through, and that'll be very helpful for new or even experienced RVers. Also, we have 3 other links down there for our Instagram, our TikTok, and our Facebook, where you'll find additional awesome content. And there are several other links down there to help support our family in many different ways. We just got to our next destination, and I gotta say, so far out of all the parks we've been to, I'm not talking about beauty wise, I'm talking about strictly driving wise and parking wise, this is the worst. This is the worst. I'll do an update later on in the week to let you guys know if that feeling has changed, because we will be moving sites. There's no 50 amps, and we are a 50 amp unit. There's only 30 amps, but while we were parked at the dump station, and we just left it there, we could not find anything. We've driven almost everywhere. All that's left is 30 amps. A gentleman that was dumping his trash told us that he's actually an annual site, and he's leaving tomorrow morning. And if we'd like to, we can actually take his site, which was a blessing. He has a 50 amp site. And it's literally right around the corner from where we are. And this place is humongous. Humongous. We've been driving around for, I didn't even realize, an hour. An hour. I've been literally walking and driving around. The honey's been driving around. I've been walking. The kids are at the park. We can kind of see them. Our friends are here as well, so they're watching them at the park. Thank goodness. Always nice to have friends, but this is wild. So we're parking at a 30 amp for the night, and I have to try and find my 30 amp converter, if it's even the right one, because I bought that way back when we had a generator that we thought we were going to use for boondocking, and I don't even know if it's the same 30 amp that's going to plug into our 50 amp. So I've rearranged this thing so many times, that thing could be anywhere. Thank the Lord for ADHD brain. Only took me 2 minutes to find it. I knew exactly which bin to look in, surprisingly enough. Not by thought, but by instinct. And it is going to work. So there's the 50 amp connector, there's the 30 amp converter, or technically the 30 amp plug-in, and the 50 amp converter. So this will work, thank the Lord. All right, so there it is. There's the 30 amp plugged in into the power dog. And then I just got to connect it to the RV, which is just right here, which is nice. This does have water, which is nice that it's right there because the water's just going right there, but there is no sewer at this site as well. There's no full hookup. I don't know if you guys can hear it in the background, but there is a RV that's having a karaoke night, and I wish the family and I could have went to that, but everybody crashed. We had such a long day, a long travel day. Travel days are always stressful, but it was so much fun going to Buc-ee's and doing all that other stuff that we did, and of course eating there. Oh man, that was so good. What an absolutely wild night. Everybody is finally asleep. I'm getting ready for my live here in just a few minutes, and I wanted to show you guys what I made for dinner. Just had to throw something together real quick, and I was praying that the power wouldn't turn off. And so far, the 30 amp has held us, which is so wild, because when we had the 40 amp at the last place, it was shutting off on us left and right no matter what we did. So here's what I made. I just took some ground beef. I know it doesn't look the best. I just took some ground beef, browned it up, put some garlic in there, some green beans, some corn, and I threw some mashed potatoes on there. And I made one scrumdiddly-umptious, delicious shepherd's pie, or makeshift shepherd's pie, that the kids absolutely devoured. And now they're all crashed. So stuffed bellies, put them straight to sleep. It was awesome. I love it. Just got done singing to Jackson and Evelyn, which helped them fall asleep. Yasmin fell asleep with mommy in the bedroom, which I gotta wake her up because she's my co-host. You guys know that. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. It really does help the channel. And don't forget, if you haven't already, or if you have been unsubscribed, make sure you resubscribe, and don't forget to turn on all notifications. That way you're notified the instant we upload another video. And make sure, like I mentioned earlier, to check down in the description below. There's 3 other links down there for our Instagram, our TikTok, and our Facebook, where you'll see additional content that you guys will love. I promise. Those contents on those platforms are going nuts. So make sure you join the festivities and the craziness that's happening over there. We love you all, and remember, life's a lot more fun when you're taking a risk.